Today's episode is brought to you by us, Sacred Heart. We're enrolling for the 2021-2022 school year. I'm getting better at saying all those 20s. Make sure you holler at Carrie Bell at cbell at shshattiesburg.com, or you can call the elementary at 601-583-8683, and Miss Shannon will patch you through. Today was a very special episode where I had senior John McKee. He's a member of the media club, actually. He's on the baseball team, basketball team, athlete extraordinaire, and he had graduation practice after the podcast episode. He's in senior mode, and he came in, even though all the seniors are done with all their exams, and he's just vibing. He came in to do the interview, and it was really cool. It was cool getting to talk to him, especially getting to talk to an athlete who doesn't play soccer, somebody who loves soccer. We had a lot in common, talking about competition and just basically what we love about sports and what we love about Sacred Heart. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, and enjoy. John McKee, how are you today, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm excited we actually get to do this. I know you're in senior mode. Yeah. Right? You've been having senior parties. What's that been like, kind of winding down your last year here at Sacred Heart?
It's been fun. I mean, everybody getting together one last time. You'll never be with this group of people ever again. So, really trying to enjoy the moment, soak it all in. It's great. It's really great.
It's good that you have that perspective now. I didn't think of that. As I don't think a lot of people think of it when they're in it, right? I just want to be done.
Yeah.
No, slow down and enjoy it. What's been your favorite thing about, let's say, like the last 2 months, maybe? Not including sports, because we're going to get to that.
Not including sports. Doing the senior prank the other night. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
So you had a lot of balloons, right?
Yeah.
How'd you pull that off? Can you tell? Are you at liberty to tell us?
I have no clue if I'm at liberty to tell, but it was after our awards night. All of us got in here, blew up. I think it was probably like around 1,500 balloons, and filled that whole main staircase, closed the doors off. So filled that whole main staircase with balloons, got the elevator, streamers all up and down the top hall. So, that was a lot of fun having everybody together.
I think it was a great prank because it's enough to make, the adults go, oh. Actually, Mr. Brackett was kicking balloons. He was
I saw a picture. He was like ah.
He was happy about it. But it's enough to make everybody take notice, but it didn't destroy anything.
I think that was the goal.
That's actually one of the better pranks we've had in a while. So, that's awesome. So, senior parties. That's got to be fun. It's got to be fun just not having to go to school 8 to 3 anymore, and just kind of enjoy your time, truly enjoy your time with your classmates. Is that what it's been like for you?
Yeah, it's been nice. Getting to wake up at 10 o'clock instead of 6:30 every morning. Then hey, I can go grab lunch with my friends if I want to. Whenever. It doesn't really matter. There's no schedule we have to go by anymore. So that's definitely been great to have that. Can't complain.
That jump from, I think it's really from being a student to being a person, feeling I just get to do what I want on my own, man, is huge. It's a big deal. So what we really want to get to though is your sporting career, right? Your athletic career. You played basketball and baseball. Did you play those both since 7th grade?
Yeah, both of them since 7th. Yeah.
Okay. And most recently, baseball just ended, right? Second round of playoffs. It's tough. It's tough, right? It's okay to be upset about it still. I know, But compared to last year, where your season was going really well, y'all were on a crazy, y'all were on a streak. Y'all were hot.
9-1.
9-1.
Yeah.
Right? And then they just said, nope, sports are canceled because of this virus. What was that like?
It was something I think all the seniors felt like we kind of needed because, 9th grade with Coach Mixon dying, the day before practice was supposed to start, there's a lot of uncertainty around that season. And then our sophomore year, we were really young. So, we knew we had a lot of potential left. And then last year, with it getting cut off, I think this was a season we all really needed to show, hey, this is who we actually are. And I think we did prove that. not a lot of 1A teams can say they beat 6A teams and 5A teams. So, I mean, I think we had a good year.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know that you have to have a good year any season, I feel like. But, man, you were dealt some tough hands. What was that like with Coach Mixon passing away? It's not a nice topic, but, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm so in my own bubble, and I know a lot of other people are. I don't know if everyone's really processed what that was like for someone your age to have to go through that.
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult for me. I mean, I was in basketball when he died, so, like, I wasn't going out to the first practice of the year, like, the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, there's not really anything I can say that was, like, similar to it. Like, I can't compare it to anything. Like, it was just, like, you come into a season thinking, hey, this is going to be our leader for the year. This is going to be the guy that's going to help guide us, and then he's gone. And, I mean, we all had faith in Coach DeWeese, and, I mean, we put up a good season that year. I mean, we made it to second round again. But, I mean, it's just different. You know, it's not something I can really, help try and compare it to.
I mean, I imagine it's very tough. I imagine what would really be difficult, too, is, I mean, people pass away. Like, you understand that that's a thing that happens in life, and it's pretty normal. Not nice, but normal. But your junior year, last year, having an entire season just canceled, right? Like sports, especially sports people, like, the games are happening.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting out of it. They're not going to be canceled, barring a serious weather event, right? Mm-hmm. So what was that like? What was it like going so hard, playing so well, and then just having nothing to do?
I mean, I think all of us still had hope that the season was going to happen, like, until it got canceled. Like, me and Tanner were always going out to the cages and, working on our swing, long tossing. But I don't think it ever actually, like, hit me that the season got canceled, because we were going so good, we were playing so well, and then it was just gone. You were always like, we had always thought, me and Luke Hicks had always talked about how his senior year, we're going to state. We're winning it all this year. Like, that's the year we're going to do it. And then to not get to go do it, it was just, an emptiness. Like,
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So what did it mean then coming back your senior year and getting a full season?
It meant a lot. I mean, I think it was definitely a challenge to let go of last season, because all of us knew we knew we were going to win state last year. Like, that was the mentality I think every single one of us had. So to get rid of that and to have to, focus on, hey, it's a new year. We got to go out and try and do what we knew we were going to do last year this year. And, people had to pick up new roles and, do different things. I had to pitch some games I've never pitched before in my life. Wow. And, pitched well. But, I mean, it was definitely hard to forget about last year so that we could move forward this year.
Right. Well, and then how many seniors did you graduate last year?
We had 4 seniors.
4
seniors last year.
So, I mean, 4, that's a fair amount.
I mean, when you're starting 9 people, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that's always, I think, now I like watching sports, high school sports, prep sports, when you see young kids have to step up. But when you're on the team and you're the older guy too, it's super annoying. Because it's like, come on, I want everybody to be where I'm at right now. Yeah. And that's not how it works. It's not how prep, So you have to, the challenge is being able to pull the young guys up with you. Is that something you felt you did this year?
Yeah, I think I definitely tried to. I mean, I'm sure when I was a freshman and Griffin Wiggins was a senior, every time I stepped up to the plate, it scared the heck out of him. Mm-hmm. And so, I think I probably felt a little bit of that when we had, a couple 9th graders or 10th graders, coming in games this year. But I think I definitely tried to, pull them along, kind of guide them, because, it's their program now. After this year, there's a lot of juniors next year, but then after that, there's only a couple sophomores and then a lot of freshmen and 8th graders. Mm-hmm. So, it's their program now, and they gotta, I tried to, kind of show them how it's done.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's cool to hear. That's really cool. It's good that, once again, it's good that you're enjoying being a senior. It's good that you can actually see the value in passing it along, paying it forward. And when you watch this as a much older man, you're gonna be like, yeah, all right. I knew some things.
Yeah. Tried to at least. Acted like I did.
Yeah, man. Oh no, you got it. Now basketball, right?
Yeah.
Once again, we're kind of a soccer school.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, it's worked out that way. What's it been like being on baseball and the basketball team?
I think it's kind of hard to be on basketball because I think there's that ghost that every team's been chasing ever since we made it to Jackson. It's like that ghost of like we can be the next team to make it to Jackson, but then, I think always falling short because I think we get too caught up with chasing that and not trying to be our own team. Mm. Like I think we get so caught up in looking at outside things. We need to worry about ourselves more when it comes to it, I think.
And so making it to Jackson means the Final Four?
Yeah, Final Four. That's making it to Jackson, yeah. Making it to South State.
Yeah. I mean, that's not easy.
Not easy, no.
It's not easy. Well, and I mean, even the soccer team learned that this year. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, you got to – you can do everything right. You can make all the sacrifices and you can put in all the work, but there's still a serious amount of luck and good fortune. There's a reason you pray before every game.
Yeah, no, I think this year the district we were matched up for first round, 3 of their teams from that district made it to like the I guess the final 8, the Elite 8. Wow. So I mean those schools from the north, that's all they do. They just go play basketball every day, all day. So I mean it's hard to compete with that.
Bro, those North Mississippi guys, like, there's something in the water. They're just bigger. Like, everyone.
It's insane.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, is it because we're closer to the Gulf of Mexico? Is that?
Maybe. I don't know. All that salt water or something.
We're just more chill because we're closer to water?
I don't know. It might be it.
I don't know what it is, man.
And it's so hard to play up there, too, though, because we're always going on the road, and they have these small little gyms. Like, it reminds me of the movie Hoosiers, going up there to play in those gyms. Like, you got the walls just like if here's that out of bounds line, the wall starts there. Yeah. And I mean, everybody's yelling. It's so loud, and like the whole town comes to watch them, and there's just packed in.
That's the only thing happening.
It's so hard to play there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, home court advantage is real up there.
Yeah.
Huh?
For sure.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Even in soccer in my day, it's the same thing. That's funny how that's true. But yeah, so how have you adjusted? You've had a different head basketball coach every year in high school. Yeah. How do you – I would think you'd be very tight with your teammates because, if you're not necessarily certain about the coaching situation, at least I got my boys, my teammates. Yeah. Is that true for you guys?
I think so. I think we had a lot of chemistry. I think we're pretty strong in regards to that. I mean, my freshman year, we were really senior heavy, so, I mean, not a lot of us got – much playing time. I mean, Jeremiah Smith, Paul Rowell, JoJo Bishop, and all them. But then, when my sophomore year came around, me, Ethan Mistich, and Luke Weiss, we're looking around and we're like, hey, it's us for the next 3 years. This is like our program. We gotta, try and do it. And so I think our chemistry is pretty strong. Yeah.
It'll be hard to break those bonds, those friendships, and that's why we were talking a little bit before, off camera, like. Nothing beats sports. Like, my best friends are still people that I ran sprints with in, 100-degree weather, because you go through something, It's a band of brothers type thing. Is that something that you thought about at all during this senior haze that you've been in?
I think so, for sure. I mean, a little story, like, on passing the light, I passed my light to Luke Weiss, and he told me when I passed him my light, we had our playoff game, first round of playoffs for baseball that day, and he was like, you ready to go play our 1,000th game together? And I was like, I'm going to miss that. Like, I'm going to miss that a lot. So, I mean, I think I'm definitely going to miss that relationship you have with the guys, being in the locker room. Going to miss that a lot.
Yeah. Well, you still can do intramural sports. You still, I mean, I've always tell the youth, like, go join a club.
Yeah.
You can do a fraternity, but something outside the fraternity. Go play on a club sports team. Go to the gym and make friends at the gym, not friends at whatever live music event that's fun, but make friends at the gym because they're the same reason you like your friends right now. or the reason you do is because
You have the same goals.
and you all have a positive,
Yeah.
your interest, your common interest is positive. It's about bettering yourself.
Yeah.
Because I want to win, you know? And now it's not about winning a game, it's about winning life,
Yeah.
which is,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, a bigger deal. And it's hard to wrap your mind around that when you're 18 to 25 or sometimes in your 30s. But man, that's great, dude. That's great. You really got a good head on your shoulders, and it's good to see. It's nice to see. I know some adults that could take some advice from you. So, you ready to play questions about you?
Let's do it.
Let's go. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
Brings out my eyes.
Yeah, you got blue eyes?
Yeah.
It's not fair, man. I always wanted blue eyes. All right, what's your favorite animal?
I like dolphins. They're cool.
Dolphins?
Dolphins. They're cool.
Can you make a dolphin sound right now?
I'm not gonna try it. Not gonna try it. I'll just embarrass myself.
I'll do it. No, I can't do it actually. Yeah. Oh, I
Cut
see
it out,
why.
cut it out.
I see what. No, I'm leaving that in. I see why you didn't do it. Okay, what would be the theme song of your life?
Oh, that is a tough question. I mean, I don't know. Like, immediately my head goes to, like, the walk-up songs that I've had over the years for baseball.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of those would work.
What's
Like,
your walk-up song this year?
This year it was called "Get Up" by Nick Grant.
Okay.
It's not a very known song. Not a very known song. I don't know. My sophomore year I had Party in the USA. Got everybody. Yeah.
That's
Everybody
killer.
laughing in the bleachers. Then last year it was "Stronger" by Kanye West.
Oh, nice.
But
Yeah,
none of those would really work. I don't know. That's a tough question.
it is. Well, see, but it's gonna change throughout your
Yeah.
life. It's just what it would be right now. It's not like what. It's not like
Yeah.
your entire life. Like I would
How
have
about
like
closing
1,000.
time. Closing time. Since
Man.
time at Sacred Heart's coming to an end.
There you go. You don't have to go home, but you.
Yeah.
Man, when that song came out, I remember watching the music video. I remember staying up late watching the music video on VH1. All right. What has been your favorite memory of this year?
This year, probably striking out the last batter to win round one of the playoffs.
Yeah, and you never pitched before, and you got to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Struck
So
him out.
what team was that?
French camp.
French camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that felt awesome.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, it's nice to win, and yeah, I do it for the team.
Yeah.
But when you do well individually, not much.
Well, I
beats
mean,
that.
like when you're a kid growing up, like, and you play baseball, like you always envision yourself like when a team wins the World Series, like I'm a catcher, so that's like my main position. So you always imagine yourself jumping into the pitcher's arms when you win the World Series. So having the whole team run towards you, and everybody celebrating on the mound like a big dog pile, like it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's great.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Which TV show would you star in?
I don't watch a lot of TV. I mean, always so busy. I mean, there's not really any shows. I mean, I'd probably be like a Sports Center anchor before anything else.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Sports Center anchor? I'm a Kenny Mayne guy.
Yeah, I like him. I like Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah.
Late night, I like him.
Yeah. Well, because it's something comforting about it, because you're always watching SVP when you're like winding down.
Yeah.
Because it's so late.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, I
on
like
the
that.
couch, just after a game, ice on both knees.
Yeah. Do you watch Pat McAfee?
I do watch Pat
Bro,
McAfee.
Pat Max saved last spring when there were no
I like-
sports.
I love Pat.
Him and AJ Hawk. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Yeah, that's
They're
my
the
jam.
best.
That's my jam. If you could play a scene in a movie, what character would you be? And what scene would it be?
What's I hate that everything's about sports, but it'd definitely be like about a sports movie.
Yeah.
I would definitely be in like Field of Dreams or like Moneyball.
Yeah.
I love Moneyball.
Rookie of the Year's a good
Rookie
one.
of the Year, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Okay. What is your favorite quote?
I don't know. I'd say it's a Bible verse probably. I wear it around my neck every day. I'd say I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13.
Nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a strong answer. If you could make a difference in the world, what would you want to be known for?
That's another tough one.
Yeah,
And like,
I'm-
there's so many things that need fixing.
That's why I want you to think about it.
I would say, I don't know, if you could, like, end pollution, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Clean the earth.
that'd be great. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
change that question to, we'll change it now. Like, if you could fix anything,
Yeah.
fix pollution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be huge.
Yeah.
That would be huge. How would your friends describe you?
I think loyal, caring. I like to think I'm those things. I like to think you can rely on me if you need something.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Good teammate.
Yeah.
That's what makes up a good teammate.
Hopefully.
If you could travel to one of the planets, which one would you go to? Space is so hot right now.
I would go. Which one's the one with all the rings? I would go to the
Saturn.
I would go to Saturn. I think
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see the rings.
I would go to Pluto just to find out if it's really a planet or not.
True.
Like, hey, man,
Yeah.
like, would you
Like,
make
what's
up your
up?
mind? And these people back home are saying sometimes you are something, you know.
Yeah.
I say, yeah.
Find out the truth.
I want
Get
to
the
find
truth.
out. Yeah. Hard-hitting journalism.
Absolutely.
Asking a planet what it is. If you could if you're sitting on a first-class flight, who would you want to sit next to, and what would you ask them? So somebody you'd have their undivided attention for hours.
I would want to sit next to. I would probably want to sit next to. That's another tough one. Like, making me really think. Like, you don't think about these questions.
Mm-hmm. For me, I want to
I'd
sit
say-
next to Michael Jordan. I grew up
Yeah.
idolizing him and just his work ethic and what he's done for, I think, the world. Just kind of
Yeah.
giving everybody hope through sports. I would want to just talk to him about anything.
Yeah. I think I'd want to sit next to maybe. Trying to think of like sports teams, like who. I think maybe Ben Roethlisberger. Like, all my family's from Pittsburgh. Like, we're like big Steelers fans. Like, all Pittsburgh sports.
Mm.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Mm.
Talk to him.
I'd like to talk to a Steelers quarterback, but it'd be Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Terry. Man, he's so funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good answer. All right. What's your favorite food?
My mom's enchiladas.
Mom makes a mean enchilada.
Absolutely.
What's so good about it? Other
I
than
think-
that mom makes it. Thanks,
they're
Mom.
homemade. I mean, they're so good. I mean, just loaded with chicken and the cheese on the top. I mean,
Yeah.
perfect.
That cheese ratio, you got to have that weighted cheese.
Yeah,
man.
it can't be too much.
Yeah. You
but it's
want
gotta
like
be.
so it's like a perfect cheese blanket. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. What's your least favorite food?
I'm not a big like tomatoes. I say like just a plain tomato. Like, it's a texture thing. Like, can't do it.
Really?
Tomatoes.
I love a tomato. Do you like apples?
I love apples,
Okay.
but it's just, I think it's like, because it's so firm on the outside, but then inside, I don't know, just,
Apple's just a crunchy, tart tomato. If you think about it.
yeah, but
Don't think about it too much because it's a dumb
Yeah.
thing to think about. But
losing brain cells over here.
yeah. Don't actually. Let's move on. Who's your hero and why?
I think my little brother, because he's always going around watching all my games, and he's had to follow me around my whole life. So I think wanting to show him how to do things the right way makes me a better me.
What's your little bro's name?
Sam.
Sam. Shout out to Sam. Way to be a little bro. So you're the oldest?
Yeah.
You-
Just me and
no-
Sam. Yeah.
Just you and Sam. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. What is your spirit animal?
I think a cheetah. Because growing up, I wasn't fast, so I think I've wanted so long to just be like fast, be able to run faster than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be a cheetah.
Cheetah. Yeah, that's pretty sick, actually. I like cats, man, so
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay, what is your most treasured possession?
Probably my family. I don't think I'd be able to do anything without them.
You're right. At this point,
Yeah.
that's good to know, and you can't do it by yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your family tight, keep them close,
Yep.
especially going to school, going to college. That's
Mhm.
good. That's good. Okay, if you could have a superpower, what would it be, and what would your superhero name be?
I think I want to fly.
Yeah.
I think I want to fly. I mean, I feel like that's an obvious choice, like that's basic, but I'd want to fly. Like, that'd be so cool.
It's not basic. It's cliche. Cliches are cliches for a
Yeah.
reason. Flying
I
would
mean,
be.
who wouldn't want to fly?
I don't know.
Yeah, like
traffic is no longer a thing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't flying, maybe teleporting.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. But the process of flying seems like it'd be awesome.
Another thing would be cool is like move things with your mind.
Yeah.
Like you ever like lay down in bed and you're like, I forgot to turn the lights off. Like, oh, lights off.
Dude, that's
Done.
why I love Star Wars. You know how many times I tried to reach and grab the remote from the couch trying to use the Force?
Can't do it.
Bro. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out the Force.
We'll get it.
I still haven't given up hope.
Okay.
So that's like, what would your superhero name be?
When I was little, my dad always called me John Russell, Man of Muscle.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
So
Man
that
of
was
Muscle.
like the first thing came to mind.
Man of Muscle is
Man of
here.
Muscle.
Is that John Russell? Because it rhymes with man. No,
Yeah.
it's not him. It's not him. Like, oh, I love that with superheroes that no one ever figures out their secret identity, even though it's very obvious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right. I love this one. How do you want to be remembered? Could be in life, could be here, but I think it's important to think about.
I think I'd want to be remembered as somebody who always like cared, try and factor in what everybody else is feeling, what everybody else is thinking, and somebody who gave it their all. Like somebody who didn't have to do it. You know, somebody who gave it everything they had every time they went and did something.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Once again, everybody that I've asked that question to, what they've said is how I see them. You know, I never taught you, so we're not super tight, but you're a nice man, nice young man. I think it's crucial that you realize that, young man, not, you know.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're driven. I think you're loyal. Like you said, your friends would describe you, because you don't have that kind of success in a team sport, being out just for yourself.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way, which is another reason I think we both like sports, is it kind of weeds people out like that, you know.
You see the real, like, you see like who people really are, I think, through sports.
For better or for worse, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, honestly, you're an impressive young man. I'm excited about your future. I hope you are. Remember, keep your family close, right? Stay grounded. The mental aspect is going to be the hardest thing about anything you do here on out. So, yeah, man, enjoy it.
Yes,
Off
sir.
to graduation practice for you, and then,
absolutely,
man, then you gone.
it's over with.
So, hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time and coming and doing this. It means a lot.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Man, that was great.